Alright everybody, we're back on the airwaves. We're going to be doing our 16th game of Jeopardy Deluxe Edition for the SNES, and so far we've made $717,351. Will we make it $750,000? Let's find out. We have Rob and Liz facing me today. Here we go. We're going to be playing with these categories: South America, ballet, words, art, 16th century science, and we'll close it with ice skating. Alright. We'll see how it plays out. I'll take art for 100.
The answer is...
City in which Leonardo da Vinci painted The Last Supper. What is Milan? I'll take art for 200.
The answer is...
The number of figures represented in Da Vinci's Last Supper. What is 13? Art for 300.
The answer is...
Tempera refers to watercolor paints that are mixed with this food item as a binder. What are eggs? Art for 400.
The answer is...
James Barrett Ives was this man's bookkeeper before he became a partner. Rob. Nathaniel Courier, which is correct. Words for 100.
The answer is...
When this is cast on election day, you express your wish or vow, the original Latin meaning. What is a vote? I'll take words for 200.
The answer is...
The name of this snake comes from the Portuguese for hooded snake. What is a cobra? Words for 300.
The answer is...
This practice of giving important jobs to relatives comes from a Latin word meaning nephew. Liz. Nepotism, which is correct. Up to $300, Liz, and you get to make a selection as we continue. Words for 400.
The answer is...
Because scenes of tales were painted on the levels of buildings, the levels were called this. What are stories? Correct. Words for 500.
The answer is...
Something out of place is called this, from the Greek for time and backwards. Don't know. I'll give it to Liz. It is an anachronism. You're up to $800, Liz, and you get to make the next selection as we continue. Ballet for 100.
The answer is...
Frederick Ashton played one of the ugly stepsisters in this ballet he choreographed. What is Cinderella? Ballet 200.
The answer is...
Susan Yaffe performed part of this expiring bird ballet at George Bush's inaugural gala. What is Swan Lake? Ballet for 3.
The answer is...
The Morris Pavane is a ballet of love, death, and betrayal based on this play. What is Othello? Ballet, 400. Daily double. All in. In the ballet Sylvia, this goddess of the hunt mortally wounds the villain with an arrow. Who is Diana? Ballet for 500.
The answer is
A pop poisson is a movement in which a dancer bends her body like one of these creatures. What is a fish? There we go. Ran the category. And I'll go back to art for 500.
the answer is
The headless statue of Nike found in the Louvre is better known as this. Rob. The winged victory of Samothrace, which is correct. Three categories left. 16th century science, 100.
the answer is
In 1557, Robert Ricord introduced this math symbol consisting of two parallel lines. What is equals? '16th century science for 200.
the answer is
Italian P. Alpini was the first European to describe this plant whose beans are brewed. What is coffee? 16th century science for 300.
the answer is
Bartolomeo, Eustachio, and Gabriel Fallopius have this type of body part named after them. What are tubes? 16th century science for 400.
the answer is
The man who brought the calendar into sync by dropping 10 days out of 1852 held this post. Liz. It is Pope. Pope. South America for 100.
the answer is
Icy mountain streams in Peru are the source of the Amazon, which flows into this ocean. What is the Atlantic? South America for 200.
the answer is
When Juan Perón returned to the presidency of this country in 1973, his wife was elected vice president. What is Argentina? South America 300.
the answer is
If you're watching a music video in Montevideo, you're in this country's capital. What is Uruguay? Let's have a South America for 4.
the answer is
Country whose capital lies closest to the line of 0 degrees latitude. What is Ecuador? South America for 500.
the answer is
The Braganzas were a royal family that ruled in Portugal and this South American country. What is Brazil? Let's have 500 for whatever that category was. 16th century
the answer
science.
is
In an erroneous work, Johann Kepler explained why there are exactly 6 of these. What are planets? Here we go. That just leaves the ice skating category. 100,
the
please.
answer is
Alicia Starbuck is better known by this nickname. What is JoJo? 200.
the answer is
To stop ankle wobbling, this part of the skate should be slightly off center, not in the middle. What's the blade? Ice skating for 300.
the answer is
Ty's partner, he was forced to withdraw from the 1980 Olympics because of a groin injury. Rob. And it was Randy Gardner. That was his name, Randy Gardner. 400.
The answer is
The Russian split isn't a dessert. It's the most dramatic of these. What is a jump? Last clip.
the answer is
It's the academic term for compulsory figures. What are school figures? So at the end of the Jeopardy round at 8,100, Rob and Liz are tied at 1,200 each. Let's play Double Jeopardy. I'm on my way to breaking $750,000.
here are the categories.
We're going to be playing with these categories in Double Jeopardy. Biographies, biology, weather, myths and legends, famous Georges, and we'll conclude it with presidential trivia. Alright. 4 of these categories I feel pretty good about. 1 of them we'll see, and the other we'll see. Here we go. We're going to biology for 200.
The answer is
Answer there. Type of creature that comes with a body part known as an air bladder. What is a fish? I'll take biology for 400.
the answer is
All reptiles except crocodiles go through a periodic process of ecdysis, which is this. What is shedding skin? Biology for 6, please.
the answer is
An amoeba uses this method of reproduction, splitting itself into 2 equal parts. What is fission? Nuclear fission? That's right. Biology for 800.
the answer is
It is a thread-like structure made of DNA and contains various genes. What is a chromosome? Biology 1000.
the answer is
Term for a cell such as an erythrocyte that moves about in a fluid rather than fixed in tissue. Liz. Oh, she doesn't know. Rob. And he doesn't know either. I'm gonna stay put with 10,100 because I don't know. It is a corpuscle. I was thinking that for some reason, but I didn't want to buzz in. Biographies for 200. One of the 2 daily doubles. I'll go all in. Catherine Ellison's book about her is subtitled Steel Butterfly of the Philippines. Who's Imelda Marcos? That's right! Biographies 400.
the answer is
This great jazz trumpeter is the subject of Milestones 1 and Milestones 2. Who is Miles Davis? Yep. Biographies for 600, please.
the answer is
The 1988 book Paul and Joanne was about Paul Newman and this woman. Who is Joanne Woodward? That's correct. We'll go with biographies for 800, please.
The answer is
As you might expect, she was the subject of As Time Goes By. Who is Ingrid Bergman? That's right. Biographies 1000.
the answer is
One biography of Oscar and Hammerstein, and this Oscar Hammerstein and this partner is called The Sound of Their Music. Who is Richard Rogers? Right again! Wow! Let's go with Famous Georges for 200, please.
the answer is
He was the first actor to refuse an Oscar. Who's George C. Scott? Famous Georges for 400.
the answer is
Famous filmmaker who admits American Graffiti was based on his coming of age in Modesto, California. Who is George Lucas? Famous Georges for 6.
the answer is
2 days before leaving office, Ronald Reagan was given this man's sweater as a parting gift. Who is George Gibb? Oh, that's wrong. Oh, I just figured it out. Oops. George Gipp with 2 P's, not 2 B's. Famous Georges 800.
the answer is
He was a fencing instructor long before he joined the A-Team. Who is George Peppard? Famous Georges 1000.
the answer is
Lonesome comic who beat Walt Disney for the 1954 Outstanding New Personality Emmy. Who is George Gobel? That's the famous George. I'll have Myths and Legends for 2.
the answer is
The phrase "Beware of Greeks bearing gifts" comes from this gift given to the Trojans. What's a Trojan horse? No, you're right. Keep going. Myths and Legends for 400, please. $25,000 right now.
the answer is
The dragon who guarded this was lulled to sleep by Medea, who loved Jason. What is the Golden Fleece? Myths and Legends for 6.
the answer is
An ocean liner named for this Greek god of the sea capsized in a 1972 adventure film. Who is Poseidon? Myths and Legends for 800. You're gonna do the double. I'm gonna do it again. Chiron was the first of these creatures, was the greatest of these creatures who were half man, half horse. What are centaurs? 1,000.
the
Myths
answer
and Legends,
is
1,000. After Ulysses' men made pigs of themselves, this witch goddess turned them to swine. Who is Circe? There we go. Let's have presidential
The
trivia
answer
200.
is.
Both the Adamses and the Roosevelts attended this Ivy League school. What is Harvard? Presidential trivia for 400.
The answer is.
This president's family name was originally Pollock or Pollock. Who's James Polk? Presidential trivia for 600.
The answer is.
15 presidents were members of this fraternal organization. Who are the Freemasons? Presidential trivia 800.
The answer is.
She played Ronald Reagan's fiancée in her last film, Hellcats of the Navy. Who is Nancy Davis Reagan? Presidential trivia for 1,000.
The answer is.
He was our country's first blue-eyed president. Who is George Washington? Alright, we have one category left. Let's tackle it. Weather. Alright. A 1989 drought in this country caused dry fields in Tuscany and low water levels in Venice. What is Italy? $400.
The answer is.
Hard pellets of ice larger than 5 millimeters are the only true forms of these. What are hailstones? $6. Look at all the cash I'm piling up here.
The answer is.
They keep the air in their paths to over 45,000 degrees Fahrenheit. What are lightning bolts? $800.
The answer is.
31.85, the highest U.S. barometer reading, was recorded in this state during a 1989 cold wave. What is Alaska? Weather for 1,000.
The answer is.
To see one of these, you must stand facing falling rain with your back to the sun. What is a rainbow? So I have $59,000, Rob 800, Liz 200. So now it's time for Final Jeopardy. There is no way I can be caught. We're going to take a look at that category here just a little bit. The category is mythology. I'm going to go $40,999. See if we can win the maximum allowed. His favorite residence was the woods and mountains of Arcadia, where he played his pipes. Who was Pan? So not only are we going to break $750,000, we're going to break $800,000 as well. That is now a 16 game winnings total of $817,350. A lot of money. Getting ever so closer to $1 million. And I'll see you all for Game 17 in that next video coming soon.
Final Jeopardy answer is.
Is it indeed Pan? Oh, you better believe it. So Liz got it right. She doubles her money to $400. Rob got it right. He doubles his money to $1,600, and I win the maximum allowed.